Good morning, dear friends. I have both good news and great news to share with you. The good news is that our heat wave finally broke. We have some cool weather. And the great news is that sweet corn is now in season. Today, we are going to visit a local farm to buy, I think, lots of corn. And then when we return home, we will preserve some of the corn for winter use, and we will make Mexican street corn as a side dish for dinner. So follow me to the local farm. We've just arrived at Homequest Farm, and here is the corn.
Corn is the best you can get over here.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
It is unbelievable.
Okay.
So sweet and delicious. It's just saying. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. A very kind shopper assured us that this is the best corn in the area, and she actually peeled back one of the ears to show us the beautiful kernels. So that was reassuring. I think I'm going to buy 24 ears. So the cost for this corn is 75 cents per ear or $8 for a dozen. And in my area, that's a very good price. Look at these eggs. And you said these were just laid.
This morning.
Well, and they're still warm. Wow, that's beautiful. You can hardly even close the carton. That's wonderful. I'm going to buy some garlic scapes too. My own homegrown garlic made scapes, but I was too late harvesting them. So they have a very good price for them here. I can freeze these and turn them into pesto. Here are some of the farm's carrots. Look at how huge these are. If you ever find yourself in the Hudson Valley, be sure to check out Homequest Farm. It is so much more fun shopping here than at a supermarket, in my opinion. Besides myriad vegetable crops, the farm also grows an abundance of flowers. Someone on the farm staff told me that customers will be able to pick the flowers themselves. That sounds like great fun to me. Our next stop is the berry farm. I need to buy cilantro for the Mexican street corn salad we are making today, plus some tortilla chips that we can use to scoop up the salad. Well, that was a fun outing. And now here's the haul, beginning with the garlic scapes, which I love for pesto. Now I'm going to just pop these into the freezer, and then I will wash them and process them later on. And garlic scapes freeze perfectly. We're going to need 2 bags. Just making sure that I have all of them. And into the freezer they go. So I have 24 ears of corn, and I'm not going to process all of it today, but I will use probably 2, maybe 4 ears of corn for the Mexican street corn salad. Boy, these bags are heavy with corn. I always cook my corn first before I use it in a salad or before I freeze it. And the easiest way to cook corn is right in the microwave. 2 ears at a time, about 4 minutes. The nice thing about microwaved corn is that when you go to remove the husk, the silk comes right off with the husk. So you end up with perfectly clean ears of corn. How hot is this? Not terribly hot, but it's hot enough that I should wear gloves. So what you do is cut about 1 inch from the stem end, and then you take the tip of the corn and you squeeze. Look at that. The corn comes out without any silk attached. Isn't that fascinating? Well, I find it fascinating. And I will save these husks for my compost. I'm going to cook these off. Now, if you try this at home and you have trouble squeezing the ear of corn out of the husk, just give it another 30 seconds or 1 minute of extra time in the microwave. Oh, this corn smells so good. It smells like corn. So to remove the kernels from the corn, what I like to do is stand the corn cut side down on a perfectly clean kitchen towel and then use a very sharp knife to remove the kernels. And they come off very easily. And the beautiful part about doing this on a towel is that when you are finished, you can simply take the towel and pour the corn into a bowl. Now, if I were to try to remove the kernels, let's say by placing the ear of corn in a bowl and cutting down, the kernels would go flying everywhere. So I think the towel is a really good idea. And when I go to freeze this corn, I will do the same method. I will microwave it first, remove the husk, and then freeze. It's a good idea to cook the corn before freezing so that you kill off the enzyme that can change the color of the corn in the freezer. I do want to try a piece of this corn. Super sweet, super fresh, super sweet, super duper. Now, Lizette is here with me. Do you think this is enough for a salad?
I think so.
Okay, good. Going to do a little cleanup, and then we will continue with this salad. So I looked at a lot of different versions of Mexican street corn, and all of the versions were done in a skillet. So that's what we're going to do. And in all of these recipes I looked at, no two people had the same list of ingredients, other than they all used corn. Many people use frozen corn. One person used canned corn. So all those apparently are perfectly fine for Mexican street corn that you turn into a salad. Now, Lizette is here. She is of Mexican descent, and so she is watching me very carefully. She is going to advise me if I am committing any cardinal sins. So I'm just dicing a red bell pepper here. So Lizette, Mexican street corn, the authentic version would be not what I'm doing here. It would be on the cob?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay.
This is more of an esquite.
Esquite.
Yeah.
Okay. And do they use Cotija cheese? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's good, because that's what I bought.
Good.
And they use cilantro.
Cilantro.
But they don't necessarily, well, it's corn on the cob. They're not going to use diced bell pepper, right?
No. They smother it in a mixture of mayo and lime juice.
Mayonnaise and lime, okay.
Yes. And then you sprinkle on the cheese.
Ooh.
Tahini.
Do you sprinkle it on, or do they roll it in the cheese?
They can roll it in the cheese. Some people sprinkle it on. There's really no right method. Just as long as there's cheese on the cob.
Okay. And is the corn charred? I mean, have they cooked it on a grill first?
They can do both versions, grilled or boiled.
Or boiled, okay. Jalapeno?
They don't add jalapeno.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because it's on the cob.
They have the tahini seasoning.
Okay. Is it hot?
I would say it's mild.
Okay. So I have a jalapeno here, which I am going to de-seed. This might be easier to de-seed with a grapefruit spoon, because this spoon is serrated. Yes, this works beautifully. Now, I do have jalapeno plants out in my garden, and they are just beginning to set fruit. So when that fruit is ready for harvest, you and I will be making probably jalapeno poppers as an appetizer. Now, if you have a special recipe or your own recipe for making your own version of Mexican street corn, please post it in the comment section below. I would love to see your recipe. Okay, then I need to roughly chop the cilantro. And I should say hello to all of my Mexican viewers who are probably looking on in horror as I make this salad. You might be just appalled at what I'm doing. Lizette just asked me if I thought this salad could work as an appetizer. Yes. I think you could serve it in a cast iron skillet, either warm or at room temperature, and just dip tortilla chips into it, which is what we might do today. Okay, I have my bell pepper, my jalapeno, my cilantro, my corn, and am I missing anything? We're going to wait on the red onion. We may or may not add that later. Now, this salad also requires lime juice. I'm just rolling my lime under pressure here to loosen the juice. You could also put a lemon or lime in the microwave for a few seconds to help release the juice. Cut you and have you ready. And I want to grate my Cotija cheese. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Cotija cheese, it's similar to Parmesan, but it's far more interesting than Parmesan cheese. I mean, it's salty and it crumbles very easily. You know what? I don't think I need my box grater. I can just use my hands. Yes, hands are a better tool than a box grater for cotija. Look at this. Gorgeous cheese. Even smells wonderful. So I'm going to make the salad in my cast iron skillet. So my skillet is over medium heat. I'm going to add butter and some olive oil. Lizette told me that butter was appropriate to use here. Bell pepper in, jalapeno in. Just a little toss. Now I'm not adding any salt to this because cotija is pretty salty. And now we can add the corn. And my goal here is to somewhat caramelize the corn and the pepper and the jalapeno, just for that extra layer of flavor. I'm also going to add some, but not all, of the cilantro. And we'll save some of the cilantro for garnish. And I'm going to let this sit here and start to caramelize before I stir it again. Now, after about 7 minutes, this little corn symphony started to get some color on it, which means it is caramelized. So now we can add the lime juice. I'm going to use the whole lime. My friends, Lisette and I think this smells just heavenly. It smells like a Mexican restaurant. So I have let this salad cool for about 10 minutes. Now I need to add the mayonnaise. So I want enough mayonnaise that will give me I want the consistency to be something that I can scoop up with a tortilla chip. So let's see how this works. It smells so good. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. Lisette just mentioned the sad fact that we do not have YouTube smell-o-vision. Because I would love for you to catch a whiff of this. I think that's enough mayo, right?
Yeah.
Because this will adhere to a tortilla chip. Then Lisette said that the traditional seasoning for this is something called tahini, which I don't have, but she said a good substitute is paprika,
Yep.
a light dusting, and cayenne pepper.
Also, a very light dusting.
A very light dusting, so we don't have smoke coming out of our ears. Mixy, mixy. I want a little taste. Lisette, why don't you have a taste as well? Takes a moment to realize all of the different layers of flavor in here. Think it needs more lime?
I think so.
I think so too. Just occurred to us that we haven't even added the cotija, but I am going to add a little more lime, a little more mayo, I hid my cotija cheese from Avery. Avery is my dog. Start with that much. Mix it in. So this is one of those recipes that you really measure with your heart, and you just keep tasting and adjusting until you find the flavor that sets your taste bud alight. Oh, big difference. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow, this is fantastic. I think I could eat this every day. Now I do want to sprinkle on some more cilantro. Now, if I were serving this Mexican street corn salad at a party, I would probably serve it just like this, right in the cast iron skillet. And we are going to sample this salad on tortilla chips. I cannot even describe to you just how wonderful this Mexican street corn salad is. I hope you will give it a try someday. Just experiment with the proportions of ingredients, and I think you will come out just right. You love?
I love, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
This is really
It tastes authentic enough.
authentic, yeah.
Or authentic enough. I am so happy. So thank you for joining me as we made the field trip to Homequest Farms, and we bought many ears of corn, and we made this fabulous Mexican street corn salad, which again, I hope you will try someday. Now, in the next episode, I'm going to finish processing the corn. I think I will also make a great big batch of vegetable stock that I can preserve for winter. I need to harvest garlic, and well, we will do a lot of things in the next episode, and I hope you will join me. And until then, please treat yourself very, very well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon, my friend. Bye for now.